You're listening to MMA Oddsbreaker. I'm Frank Trigg. This is Lavar Johnson this time we get to talk to. Coming up, he's fighting Ryan Martinez coming up March 7th in Bellator. Lavar, how you been, bud?
I've been good, man. I'm just excited to get back after things and get some money in my pocket.
Yeah, I understand that. Are you just fighting full time now, and that's how you make all your money, or are you still having to carry another job to keep the ends coming together?
I'm fighting full time. That's it.
Okay, because the reason why I ask is we go back and we look at your last 5 fights. You beat Joey Beltran. You by KO. You knock out Pat Barry as well, and then you went on a slide. You're on a little bit of a slide. Stefan Struve, Brendan Schraub, and then D. Corrales. You're kind of on a little bit of a slide. And with this Bellator fight, you're coming back in. Is it tough realizing that sometimes no matter what happens, no matter how hard you train, no matter how well prepared you are, that financially, if you lose, half your money is gone?
Yeah, it's very hard. We depend on that money, that win bonus, and especially with the fights being spaced out so much, sometimes you got to budget your money and struggle a little bit. So this is a must-win fight for me. So I'm training hard and getting after it.
What have you done differently in this training camp than you did, say, in the Stefan Struve training camp?
Actually, I'm sparring. For the Stefan Struve, I only got that on 9 days' notice, and I didn't get to roll or spar or anything for that. I just jumped in there. I thought, what's the worst that could happen? I could get 40,000 or something like that. So if things go wrong, and so I just took it.
Does it make a big difference in your technique and your game? I mean, obviously, a 9-day notice, that's difficult for anybody. But, is it a huge difference, say, between an 8-week notice or a 6-week notice for a fight?
Just like I said, just getting your body in shape. That's about it. Being used to seeing the punches coming and getting that wrestling cardio and stuff like that. That's about it. But mentally, I'm ready to go whenever. So it could be 9 days notice, 2 days notice, or whatever. I mean, I'm down to fight. It's just be the conditioning. So.
Well, let's talk about Ryan Martinez, your opponent, coming up here in Bellator on March 7th. How do you see him? He's kind of all over the map with his 10 wins. He's 10-3, but he's got a couple of knockouts. He's got some submissions. He's got some decisions. He's kind of all over the place. How do you see him trying to attack you?
I'm going to see him trying to take me down. I think he'll stand and try to bang for a little bit until he realizes the reach and the power. And then I see him trying to shoot or clinch and try to take me down, just like everybody else. But I think I'll be stronger. I got a lot more leverage. I'm 6'4", he's like 5'11", so I think I'll be able to control him in the clinch and just wear him down.
You haven't getting caught. If you look at your record, you get if you do lose, it's usually by submission, just by averages. You have 2 KOs, 5 submissions, and 1 decision. But it doesn't necessarily mean you don't have a very good ground game. Bob told me that you're working on your ground game very diligently. Has it always been that way? You've always kind of worked on your ground game, or is it something that's happened new for you?
I used to work on my ground game a lot, and then I got this false confidence in my hands because I feel like I could knock anybody out with one punch. So I kind of shied away from that and just relied on my ability, my power. But as you get to the top levels, you have to be able to defend it. It's not always going to happen. Not every punch is going to land perfectly, and this and that. So I've been on it a lot more, and just working on escaping stuff and getting up and getting back to my feet so I can bang. That's what I like to do in the cage. I like to really bang it out. I don't want to wrestle or nothing. The fans don't want to see heavyweights wrestle rolling around on the ground either. So I like to try to make it exciting as possible.
All right, Lavar, thanks for coming on here for a couple minutes with us here at MMA Oddsbreaker. I appreciate it. Good luck against Ryan Martinez, and we'll talk to you very soon.
Right on. Thanks, Frank. Appreciate it.